I'm beginning to see what she sees. Oh, that's certainly divine. Oh, that's certainly prayer. Oh, that is growing. My God. My God. And then he takes his hand off. He takes his hand off. My God. How much do you drink?
And then, Zora just sort of like looks at him and very sort of like whispering, "Did you have anything to drink at the hotel?"
I don't drink anything.
I
don't.
I had a whiskey.
Yeah, and Asteria's like, I don't get to drink much, sir. I'm sorry. Do you think I drunk too much in my lifetime? No, by God. I was just thinking you should drink more. He just kind of like waves his hand around.
Like in the background, like Aegis is like waving his hands, like, no, the master wants.
In any case, he looks around and just says, Going by that, well, that was certainly a quite divine prayer. That was definitely prayer energy building up. I believe I've seen it somewhere before. I'll tell you this much. It's definitely not a church from Terrebonne, which makes sense. Why I don't think a church in Terrebonne would want to blow up Terrebonne.
Oh, no.
You know what it might be? Have you perhaps met a muscle man?
Vigor?
Vigor?
Yeah, that one. Have you met a spider woman?
Ariana?
Yes,
Who?
that one. Good. I don't have
Woman?
to explain this to you then. Okay.
Wait. Spider Woman? Like Axe?
What?
Yeah, he looks at he looks at Axe and just, oh.
Hi.
Like the shark man, he means.
Seem to be. Yeah, he walks up and like, huh. You're half giant, aren't you?
Yes.
Not naturally though. That's all kinds of fucked up. Anyway.
I guess so.
Yeah.
As I was saying, you've met those two. Did you see the tattoo on the? Did you see the tattoo on his forehead?
Well, I didn't.
Yes. No. Zora nods. Yeah, he had one. He had quite a few tattoos, but just one on his forehead. You know.
That was not a tattoo. I told him about it. He wears it as a mark of pride. Ooh. If I get to tell him about this will be fun. That's the mark of justice. If someone has that on their person, it marks them as a target for all followers of the spirit of justice to wipe them out. It makes them shine like a beacon.
Wait, hang on. So they're about to nuke the city to get rid of the one guy who has the mark of justice on him?
Well, two people. Ariana has a mark too.
A few justice soldiers have been rebuked several times for trying to go after him alone. And this whole city is somewhat objectionable to the spirit of justice. If I understand that belief system correctly.
But
can I
wait? Hang on. I want to say a thing. I want to say a meme. The Aegis just says, "But they're gonna kill all those innocent people. That isn't justice." Okay, that's what I wanted to say. That was purely for me.
Can I roll a spout lore on the followers of the Justice Soldiers?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Fucking look at all these 4s we rolled this session. Vigor's the only one. Vigor
is powerful.
This is deeply upset that in this entire fucking session, only the guy from the previous game has not rolled a fucking 4.
Well, I mean,
I guess Aegis rolled that 8.
Yeah, he's the only one who's got a complete success, and it was purely for flavor, though. So I don't know. I could try and roll justice, but that would be rude.
So I believe what has happened is either this is a very large radical group of justice of worshippers of the spirit of justice, or they've gone ahead and done it. They've gone to an official sect and gotten the blessings to do a full wipe prayer on the entire city to wipe it of sin.
You don't sound terribly concerned about that.
Well, it won't blow up the city.
That's good.
It'll just kill everyone who has been deemed to hold evil within their hearts.
Oh, that's made things a lot more morally grey. And that kills vigor.
And I mean everyone with a bit of evil in them.
But I have a bit of evil in me.
Have you ever stole? Have you ever? Let me put it this way: when you're having breakfast, have any of you ever just decided to sneak a roll from the person next to you's plate and just eat it?
No.
Oh, well, that's good. That's actually pretty bad. Anyway, if you had, you'd die. Have you ever killed someone when they weren't looking at you?
I guess.
Yeah, quite a few times.
You'd die.
Oh.
Unless
Considering
you
the
were-
circumstances, that feels a bit unfair.
Hang on, that's not evil, that's just pragmatic.
Yeah. Well, unless you were doing it in the name of justice, in which case I believe justice might let you off the hook, depending on how it's complicated. The spirit is fickle.
Wait, why are you talking about the concept of justice as if it was person?
It's a person.
Oh, okay.
And then Axe learned about a whole new religion that he can cash in for an XP.
Wait, what would justice think about Axe trying to take revenge on the person who made him the way he is right now?
I don't know. I'm not him.
Can Axe speak with justice?
You have to go pray to it.
How? Okay, Axe is gonna go find Goat.
Oh no, not that kind of prayer. You just have to go. Actually, we do have Church of Justice followers around here, I guess. If you find one, ask.
Last time Axe had an interaction with the church, it didn't go well.
But so what you're saying is that they're going to do this and essentially kill almost everyone in Terrebonne.
A large amount of people, yes.
Most.
Including...
everybody.
It's going to be literally everyone except Clinton. He's going to be the only person alive in Terrebonne. Sullivan would definitely die.
Going by what I would understand, the spirit's fickle, the understandings of evil at this point in time, I'd estimate, off the top of my head, like 85%.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, if this happens, I guess I definitely can't play Felina if this happens.
Yeah.
Well,
Tends to spare the children.
well, that's good, but we should probably put a stop to this.
Probably.
Yeah, it would be a shame if Sylvana got annihilated right after we brought her here to have a more peaceful life.
Would Vigor be
Axe
spared?
will-
He wouldn't, I know, but would he be spared?
No.
Would
Axe
Axe
will
be
be
spared?
spared.
Would
Evil.
Axe just... I like to think that Axe would just resist it or not even get hit in the first place.
After what Axe has done to Azora and, like, Aegis, I don't think he would be
I
spared.
think you haven't met Justice. He was a crazy guy.
And also, Axe has magic.
Yeah, just everyone who's like done pretty bad things, like just getting smote. He sees accidents happen. Smote.
Just like Spirit of Justice is like telling everyone they're going to be smoked, and Axe is like, I have done nothing wrong in my life. Spirit of Justice, I know this and I love you.
You are my boy.
Look, it's fine. Axe has done some bad things, but yeah, he didn't understand it. And really, it was the doctor's fault.
Really, yes.
So that's the situation then. If you find anyone praying, eye them with suspicion.
Is there anything we
And
should be
also-
looking out for with followers of justice?
Hmm. Well, they can be inconspicuous, and their prayers can be silent.
I'm also going to say, you don't seem to mind the idea of the entire town dying much. Not that I don't understand you on that front.
Well, you know, things happen. I could always pick up and move shop if worst comes to worst.
Right.
An optimist.
It would be best if it didn't happen, though. There are people here that I kind of like.
Really?
Yeah.
Would your apprentice, like your apprentice?
Oh, Polly?
Yeah.
Polly wouldn't. Wait, I have to think about what's justice.
Polly would definitely die.
Yeah, he walks through the stairs and just says, "Polly!" And you just hear it. It's like, yeah, yes, sir. You you steal anything recently? No, sir.
No.
Have you hurt? Have you gotten in any fights? Not recently, sir.
Oh.
And then he looks back at you. He's probably fine.
Huh.
I don't think he's fine.
The spirit of justice only cares about recently, not the whole picture.
Well, it depends on how big it gets.
Alright. We're gonna go look for people who are praying then.
The prayers
Where
can be
should we-
silent. In fact, there probably are silently praying so as not to draw attention to themselves. However, he looks around and just says, prayers still need to involve some form of ritual. So if they're not chanting it, they're likely doing something with their hands. And he shows like tenting the hands, and then shows different hand signals. Just says, look for like anything like sort of like this, and he's just kind of like doing a bunch of things with his hands. Like it starts, he tents his hands, does the praying thing. It does like a little ball them both into fists, and then he just shows. Eventually, he's just doing shadow puppets.
Maybe we should get all of the no ones together and explain what we're looking for.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Alright, gang, let's split up and look for clues.
Yeah. So, Aegis, gets everyone together, quickly gathers them at the inn, and explains that, how long does it take me to get everyone together?
Not too long. You could probably get there and then put the word out, and probably within half an hour, they'll all be there.
So once we're all together, Aegis splits out some magic paper. Right, we're gonna split into groups. We're gonna go out looking for people praying, and explains the danger that we're in. You find any of them,
wow.
You write the rest of us.
Alright.
Oh. Axe can read, but Axe unsure if he can write.
Mm-hmm.
Just write. We'll know what it means, and just don't doodle on the picture. Or do.
Oh. Axe has already started
Just
doodling.
draw a stick man. Just draw a stick man praying if you see one, and roughly where you're at.
All right. Yeah. They all just kind of nod and Jailbird just kind of thinks, "Whew, I think I just found all my stashes."
Your stashes.
Yeah, my stashes. I went around last time I was here. I stashed a couple stuff away. Went around to go look for it in some of the shady parts. Lotus is nice. He protected me while I was doing it. It was really cool. Anyway, put it all in the cart.
Got ya. Well, just keep an eye out. This town's in pretty big danger, and to be honest, so are we.
Well, Jailbird just kind of says, if enough time passes and we don't make any headway, what's the plan? Do we just leave?
I think that's the plan, yes.
All right.
We get out of here.
Right.
Hopefully it won't come to that.
Okay, so yeah, all right, yep, and we'll all head out. So is this all just everyone, one person going, each one? Or are you splitting up into duos? What's going on?
Looks like
I guess how much area are we covering?
Well, we're running out everywhere. We just got to find any one.
Yeah.
And then work from there.
Yeah, I guess So there's Sylvana. No, not Sylvana.
I guess Jailbird and Lotus can stick together because they were already doing that.
There's like Jailbird, Reyna, and Nostria. The problem is, so I guess there are 7 of us, and only 4 of us are like combatants. I mean, we can probably we could probably split up into pairs.
Yeah, pair it up.
Yeah.
So
Let's
who's
see.
traveling with who?
So Nostria and Reyna, Lotus and Jailbird, and then just the 3 of you?
I would say Aegis and Axe can go. Maybe actually, instead it should be Nostra and Lotus. Maybe Reyna with me, and because Jailbird can like fly, and it would be hard for someone to pair with her. Maybe she should just be on her own, and like
Alright.
if
Yeah,
just sort of be above and going between us and that sort of thing.
that makes sense.
Okay.
Bird's eye view.
Alright. So Reyna with Lotus. Okay, so...
Wait, no, Nostria with Lotus and Reyna.
Nostria with Lotus. Okay. In that case, I will...
Since he can help her with
Yeah.
her, meditation-y type stuff.
Yeah, okay, so Nostria with Lotus. So that means Alright. And then, Azora, what's your wisdom?
+2.
Okay, so yeah, you can roll that. And then...
Ooh. Look at all these ones.
And then, who's rolling between Aegis and Axe?
I'll roll it.
Okay, wisdom.
Okay.
Alright.
We both have bad wisdom. Actually, no, you roll it, because I've rolled more than you, as between 2 characters, so you roll.
Yes. So my wisdom, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
roll your wisdom. Wait, is your wisdom a debility?
No,
Are you debilitated? Okay.
it's only
I think-
intelligence and charisma.
Alright. 8's all around. It's 8's all the way down. So then, question. When Lilia goes and asks Ariana, just goes and cries it to Ariana, what would Ariana's course of action be?
Honestly, probably right to the Jesus, and since the fact that the Jesus hadn't heard of this before, I guess we can say she talked to the other bosses about it. But after talking to them and just letting them know, I imagine Ugaku might be sending his boys out to. But the point is that we would be sending people out,
Alright, so you'd basically be doing the same plan?
Yeah, basically be doing the same plan. Probably pulling on a lot more threads of information, though. We have an information network, so we'd be asking, all of our dealers, all of our streetwalkers and whatnot, who's heard things, who's seen things, who might be the case, looking for that sort of thing and trying to coordinate that with everyone. Just trying to get information.
Alright, gotcha.
So
And,
that's
if
just
we
doing
find
what we're
something-
doing, but better. Maybe we could
Yeah.
have just reported it and gone away, but we didn't.
I mean, but knowing that these mercenaries are out there, we'll also get, if people know stuff and if you see any of these people, let them know. That's probably. I mean, from Ariana's point of view, it's better if these people risk their lives fighting.
If you want a job
the
done
Justice
right.
Wackos than us. Yeah, if they fuck it up, we'll send in reinforcements. But.
Alright. So,
And again, if we get any information,
Azora.
yeah.
Let's see. As you're walking around with Reyna, you notice, sort of on the outskirts of the city, sort of by one of the walls.
Mhm.
Let's see. You see someone bumps into somebody, and just sort of like tells him, like, just sort of cusses him out before walking off. And you see the person who was bumped into just doesn't say anything, just glares at him, and just like has two fingers up and like by his nose, and it's just kind of like fucking just kind of scratches at it, and then he keeps his two fingers up, like almost sort of weirdly vibrating.
Yeah. Azora tells Nastoria, or Nastoria. Azora tells Reina, puts a hand out and sort of suddenly just over her shoulder, stand back and get out the paper. Be ready to talk to other people about this.
And of course.
Azora sort of takes out her pipe and sort of goes to like about to smoke, and sort of goes to stand next to the guy and just sort of says, like, basically, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, he just kind of looks at you, like looks you up and down, and just says, "What's the weather like?"
What's the weather like?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a secret code thing, wasn't it?
He looks up and just says, "Kind of cloudy, ain't it?"
Is it kind of cloudy?
It is.
It's cloudy a lot these days, this time of year.
Yeah.
You, okay there? Pointing at his nose.
Yeah. I'm just trying to collect myself.
Let's discern realities. Oh, finally. Look at that.
Damn, look at you.
So fucking perceptive all of a sudden. Oh, that is the double sixes too. That really did it. Alright. What? Here's not what it appears to be.
His two fingers that he has up that look like they're sort of vibrating, like he's not moving those fingers. They're like, it's almost like there's a heat coming off of it, or it's almost like a heat distortion when you look at it that makes it look like it's vibrating.
I see.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? This is
Only
hard.
Only Swede is here.
Fuck, only Swede is here.
Only I am here.
Maybe, Swede, do you have any input? What questions do you think would be best to ask on Discern Realities about this mysterious guy who's probably in the cult, but I don't want to just stab a random person?
I don't. No. Let me just look up the regular questions.
She already asked what here is not what it appears to be, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah, no, I have
Okay, we're trying to figure. I found a suspicious guy. I asked what here is not what it appears to be. I have two more questions, and I'm trying to think what I should ask to discern whether or not he's one of these praying guys or just some other weirdo.
What happened here recently is maybe prudent.
What should I be on the lookout for?
What should I be on? All right, we'll go with what should I be on the lookout for with this.
All right.
That seems prescient here.
Let's see. You should be on the lookout for when he decides to stop and just head off somewhere else.
Oh, I see. How about useful or valuable, or really in control?
Maybe really in control.
Yeah, who's really in control here?
Really in control here. He's. I'd say, who's really in control? So it's like you're looking at him like you're getting like the idea that he pretty clearly doesn't want to be here. Like he just looks like agitated, on edge. So it's like seems sort of like he's definitely not in control here. So like, he's answering to someone else, like that has him here. So like he has a superior for sure.
Azora's gonna ask, "Hey, are you okay?" And she's going to reach out a hand and put it on his shoulder.
Yeah, he tenses up at that and just says, "I will be fine. You don't have to worry about me."
You don't look okay.
Well, few people are.
Few people are. What's that mean? Oh, wait. Actually, no. I just misunderstood his inflection. Actually, roll that back. That was just me.
Yeah.
And Azora's like, hey, I have some first aid training, but even beyond that, I know, like, a doctor. I feel like you don't look well. I feel like you should see someone.
I appreciate the concern, but I think I'll be fine.
How can you be so sure? I mean, you clearly, whatever's going on with Azora just sort of gesturing at his, like, hands and face and whatnot, this is clearly, and I mean, you look pretty concerned right now, buddy.
Yeah, he just furrows his brow and sighs and just says, "Just trust me, I know myself better than you do."
Yeah, well, I feel like a doctor might know you better than you do. Here, come on, let's go. And,
he plants his feet in the ground and just, like, gives you, like, a look, like, of sort of, gives you, like, a short glare and just says, "I'm going to ask you to please leave me be."
What happens if I don't?
Then I'll consider that. Well, then I'll consider that an act of aggression.
And if you do?
Then I'll do my best to get away from you because I don't want to have to deal with somebody harassing me.
Just trying to help you, buddy. No one's harassing you here.
Well, I don't want your help. So will you please go away?
Azora sort of, not necessarily pushing him now, but, sort of just stands her ground in front of him, sort of plants her feet and crosses her arms, Why don't you tell me what's going on here?
Just standing around.
Standing around doing what?
It's not really your business.
You don't know that.
I'm pretty sure I do.
Yeah, I can make it my business.
Oh my god, this is the most Terrebone fucking conversation there's ever been.
Yeah, he just kind of looks at you. And why would you do that?
It's impossible to tell if this guy's a justice follower or a Terreboner who's just easily agreed.
No, yeah, Azora's just, like, annoyed at this point and, like, that's it. And we officially do not have any more time to waste on this. Azora's going to grab him by the collar and, like, shove him back, like, against a wall, like, push him off his spot, like, again, lift him up by the collar.
Okay, yeah. You do that, he's just kind of tenses up, kind of gets like a grimace, but he keeps his fingers up, sort of vibing, just vibing, and he just kind of looks down at you like with a grimace, and he's just kind of silent now.
So one hand holding him up, she's gonna like grab one of his arms, sort of by the forearm, and say, I'm going to make you stop unless you give me a real good reason not to.
I've done nothing to hurt you, and doing so, and hurting me hurting me just because you want to would be wrong.
Not good enough. Try again.
Hurt me, make me stop if you want.
Yeah, Azora's gonna, just like try and pull his arms down, see what happens, or what, if that has any effect if his fingers stop doing the glowing thing.
Yeah, as like you pull his arm down, like it's like it's offering a lot of resistance, but like you pull it down, and like the fingers slowly stop vibrating as they go lower and lower and away from his forehead, and eventually just kind of eventually he just kind of like opens his palm and it's gone.
Let's see.
Well, you made me stop.
Azora, sort of still keeping him pinned, sort of calls over her shoulder to Reyna. Ask Nostra and Lotus if they sense anything different.
Huh. Yeah, she's writing stuff down, and after a while, she gets like a message back, and she says, they say it's about the same."
And Azora, sort of, eyeing this guy, is gonna, do I have... Oh my god, I just realized, do I not have adventuring gear? I don't think I do. Shit, that's a problem. Alright, Azora's essentially gonna, like, holding one of his arms, sort of drag him away from the wall, and just, right, unless you can give us a better explanation of what you're doing, you're coming with us.
Why is that?
Yeah, I'm asking the questions here.
I'm gonna do so poorly at this.
Alright, yeah, it's yeah. I'm basically gonna, just say, report with Reyna. We picked someone up who, is refusing to be cooperative at all, not answering questions, and just ask the other, what do you think we should do with him? Like, is there someone we can take him back to, or what?
Yeah, the message goes out. Aegis, you get it? What's your call?
Who am I? Who was I with again? I was with
You're
Axe.
with Axe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
head over to Azora. If we haven't found anyone of our own, head over to Azora.
Okay, so you're just gonna head over. Are you gonna call like everyone meet up with it, or
No.
or you're
No.
personally just gonna go find Azora?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Keep the others out on the hunt.
Well, I don't know, it might be good to have Nostria take a look at him with her magic.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let everyone else keep out on the hunt. We'll bring them to Nostria.
Fair. Yeah.
Okie. Okay, so yeah, Aegis, Axe, you approach Reyna and Azora. They have the guy. He's still unresponsive.
What's he look like, actually? Like, how's he dressed?
He's just in a very simple garbs, just sort of peasant clothes. He just kind of has messy hair, and he looks like he's probably like in his 30s or something.
Gotcha.
Yeah, as Aegis approaches, he's a little bit skeptical. It says, Azora, are you sure about this guy?
Sorry, what was that? Cut out.
As Aegis approaches Azora, he looks a little bit skeptical and says, Azora, are you sure of this guy?
Not even remotely. If I was sure, he'd be dead.
Right. Well, we need to interrogate anyone we do find who is actually... Hold off on the killing until we can get more information, but... Yeah. We'll bring this guy to Nostra and see if she can sense anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, he was, and Azora essentially explains he was, doing something nonverbal with his hands. He had him sort of, up like this. Azora mimes with one hand, and they were vibrating. It certainly looked magical. They had like energy radiating from them.
Right.
And he's been, and Azora sort of like kicks at him, hostile to questions.
Yeah, he just kind of mutters, "Don't feel the need to answer questions to someone who doesn't have the authority to ask them."
Okay, that's a very justicey thing to say, actually. I think.
He seems like the type.
Yeah, but we're making value judgments. Anyway, let's get him to Nostria so she can pick his brain.
Okay, so yeah, you bring him to Nostria. Lotus is on the lookout somewhere. Sort of looking around. And Nostria, you bring him to Nostria. Nostria's like, oh wow. So you think this guy's one of them?
Might be. Is
Might
there,
be.
is there anything you can sense off of him?
Yeah, she places a hand on his head, which he just kind of looks disgusted at, and like she closes her eyes and just says, "Huh. Hmm. In fact, actually, I should."
Roll you a roll.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she says, I don't sense anything. And that's the Yep, I don't sense it. I don't sense any energy from him at all. And she stands up and says, and that's why he's one of them. He's actively blocking any energy from being read.
But so you think this definitely is a guy?
Yep, he's trying too hard to conceal it.
Okay. Alright.
And then he just kind of glares at her.
So Aegis like puts a foot down like on his chest and then just says, "Alright, you're gonna start talking. Right now." Like puts this spear to his throat.
Speaking.
You're gonna talk. Where are your mates?
All over.
You're gonna
Be a
tell,
bit more specific.
You're gonna tell us who to look for and how to stop this, or you're gonna be joining the dead.
Let me join the dead. I'll join my fellow soldiers.
Aegis is gonna raise his foot off his chest and like kick it, like drop it on his stomach, like kick him in the gut.
Yeah, he kind of he takes that, but he mostly just takes it, grits his teeth, and like looks back up at you and just says, "On a holy mission, you really think I'll stop for my life?"
I think given enough
We
encouragement.
should take him back to Jesus. This might be a situation for magic, unless Azora actually, so let's go to Nostra, and I don't know. Do you think you might have any way to magically override the spell or something?
Nostria frowns and just says, "Problem is just having one of them isn't going to do much. Like he said, he has a lot of people. There's many of them all over the place. When Arena wrote to us, we did another check, and it didn't feel like it had increased by much. It didn't feel like it had any effect.
Still, he
That
might
means
know
there's-
that would be
Yeah.
useful for us.
Overriding anything he's doing would effectively not impede the progress at all. That just means they've got that many people around.
It's not so much about overriding what he's doing, but getting any information out of him, See if we can.
Knowledge extraction is a dangerous magic. I don't think I could reasonably do it without. Well, if I tried it, I don't think it would work, and it would probably just leave him brain dead.
We might not have that many other options.
I don't think this guy's a great loss. Leave him brain dead. Like Aegis looks at him as he says. Aegis is like staring at him. He says this. Leave him brain dead.
There are a lot of other things that might go wrong. I don't know.
A lot of other things like what?
Well, if I extract it wrong, I could extract his ego, and that could make him. I might accidentally turn him into a lich.
That does sound bad.
That sounds awful.
Oh no. What's a lich?
A very powerful undead mage who cannot be killed through normal means.
Well, axe isn't normal.
But do you know how to do it?
It's in the tome. It's in one of the really advanced ones. I've never tried it before.
Here, let's go back to the cart with him.
All right, yeah. He's just like he's just keeping his teeth grit.
Oh, by the way, I didn't pick my move, so I'm taking intelligent defense. I just
Alright.
realized that.
Nice.
That was my. Which is nice. Now I can defend with int instead of con, which is very good for me.
Okay. So while you're in the cart, going over him, like looking over him, Nostria suddenly like perks up and just says, wait!
Yes.
He just did something." And then like he suddenly like you see him just suddenly like go back to like being still.
What did he do?
He sent out some. He looks around and says, "He just sent all of them a message. That was a communication.
Shit.
It had to have been a really short one because we just caught him. But damn, I don't know what he said." And yeah, he's just kind of looking at you all because of like a little small smile on him.
Gonna put a bag on his head and just like, alright, we need to move a lot faster now. Come on, let's run.
Alright, Aegis smashes his head with the butt of his spear, wants to conk him out.
Alright, yep, you conk him out.
Alright, let's get to the cart and get Nostria's tome. And
Alright.
Azora is going to take out her bottle of the absinthe rum.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then, just with a little cap, as she pours a little capful, for herself and just a little one for, Nostria. And, before giving it to her, just, Nostria, you are a very, very talented and very, very powerful mage. You don't always have the confidence. I've seen you do really incredible things and know what you're capable of. Now, I'm gonna give you... Last time you had something to drink, I saw you do really impressive magic. And I think that was because, unlike normal, when you were drunk, you didn't doubt yourself, and you knew you could do it, and you just did it. That's what we need you to do again, Nasra. I know you can do it.
Yeah, she's just sort of wide-eyed looking around and just says, "So it's up to me."
You're
And
the only one who
yeah,
can
she
point
grabs
him to
the glass.
Point us to him.
Yeah, she grabs the glass, just downs it, and then flips through the tome. All right. And she flips through the tome, and again, she just drinks more. And then suddenly, you see her, suddenly, she tenses up, and then suddenly loosens up considerably. Gets a little bit of a smile, and just says, "It's up to me. I can do this. This is the advanced magic. This is what I spent all that time on. Here I go." And then she just starts chanting out, kind of loudly and really quickly, and you see energy, just circling around her, fucking pressure building up, like a mini lightning storm above her head as she her eyes grow more intense, and she starts chanting more and more over this guy as he even starts to stir at that and starts looking around sort of panicked, and suddenly just starts screaming as energy starts as strands of energy start reeling back from his head.
Yeah, Azora does, stand back a bit and sort of indicate for other people to stand back, but Azora, definitely being in close next to Nostria in case she needs help or collapses or anything like that, being there for her friend, but watching this happen.
And then she just, as this is getting more intense and they're locked in, Nostria is just kind of shuddering, and then just kind of yells out, "Give me your damn friends!" And then suddenly just it just there's a magical burst as he screams out, and she kind of falls back.
Azora like tries to catch her as she falls back.
Yeah, all right, yeah. So she falls into your arms, and then just suddenly, like very weakly, she's smiling, and chuckling a bit, and then very weakly, holds up a holds up her hand, and then opens up her palm, showing just suddenly there's just a display of names and faces.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, Azora just gives her a sort of hug, or thank you, Nostra. You did amazing.
Yeah.
Who needs the Jesus when we got you?
And now we have to sketch these
Wait
faces.
Can't wait to tell Rutaz that. And she just sort of starts nodding off.
Yeah, trying to do it while she's Azora with her notebook is writing down all these names and descriptions of their faces or very simple sketches.
And Aegis is quickly sending them out on the magic paper to everyone. Okay, get fucking
you
going.
Send it to you have it with Ariana. You could probably send to Ariana's papers.
True. I sent it to Ariana. Yeah.
Nice. And Ariana has all those connections and a bunch of people around the city. So she can probably take care of that, I imagine.
Yeah. Ariana might still give them one or two to do, or depending on how many there are. But yeah, she'll still give these guys work to kill some people. But,
yeah, there's about 30.
Yeah. We should have enough, but Ariana asks, how many do you want to handle? Ooh, you know what? Ariana offers. I'll bend the amount, but X amount, per person they take care of.
All right, we'd better get out there if we're getting offered pay for these things. And hey, we already got one.
Yeah, how many we can kill in the night? We get more totals. Gotta get the high score. It's a race.
You guys are mostly undefended, so you can just abstract this out. Actually.
Yeah.
Then. Yeah, so roll.
Can't believe we're doing a fucking purge for a fucking mob. That's where our group is.
All three of you just roll dex. Quick, see
oh no.
Fish.
Did you say all three? Or
Yeah,
all three.
Time for all of us to fail. Hey.
Right, so with Aegis's 13, I'm gonna say you get 4 of them.
I wish I rolled 12, then we could have been 6, 9, 12, and it would have all been nicely.
So it means which means overall, with this guy included, you knock out 5 justice boys.
Nice.
And Ariana's the web takes care of the rest. Alrighty. So, crisis averted.
Crisis averted.
Crisis
That was
averted.
well handled. No, Azora. You know what? Azora failed that run. I think Azora is while doing this, she's also just trying to take care of Nostria. So slowed down quite a bit by that.
Yeah. Nostria's basically just muttering in her sleep about how fucking she's gonna take over the world or whatever.
Yeah, she's carrying.
This is try-harding and just
then
stabbing
her down, stabbing the guy. Whatever. Actually, no. I think that would be Yeah, no. I think Azora probably just stays with Nostra while the other two do stuff at that point.
Aegis is a sweaty tryhard.
He is. He's just I gotta prove myself. I gotta be up with Azora and Axe, and he's just killing everyone really hard. Just I'm doing this. I've learned to stab twice.
He has.
Yeah.
So let's say it's about 30 coin ahead.
All right. Nice.
Yeah, and you killed 5, so 150 coin. Yeah.
Alrighty. And then, alright, so 150 coin. So let me work this out. So.
And also, you get the bonus of now. Lilia is very happy. Lilia and Clinton both very much like you now. You have positive reputation in Terrebone gained.
Okay, so of the 150 coin, everyone gets 10 coin, including Aegis, and then the rest goes in the cart.
Nice.
To be taken as needed. So, yeah. 70 of 150. So that's 80 coin. So 80 coin goes in the cart.
Alright, yeah. In fact, later on, yeah. Basically, you are basically, the fact they're so grateful that Lilia and Clinton just decide that, as far as they're concerned, those in rooms, they're free.
Nice.
It's just if you're gonna stay there, stay there for free as long as you want.
Awesome. We got free room and board.
Yeah. Lotus requested his coins to be on the cart anyway.
Okay, so that's 160 on the cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, Azora is going to, think of and take Lilia Nostria to bed. Give her her rest.
Take her to bed. Ooh. Why?
She's drunk. She's wasted. She's unconscious.
That's taking
yeah.
advantage of people.
Very dark turn for Azora.
No man will take you, but I am no man.
Oh wow. That's bad.
That is.
Okay. So yeah, you did it.
We did it. We saved
do it?
the awful place.
So shall we begin?
Why did
which
we-
plans have been ruined?
He's just somewhere in his underwater school base, just clenching his, going, "God damn it! How dare they!"
I'll
They
get you
still
next
alive.
time, Noah. I'll get you next
In the
one, Noah.
Hall of Gods, Justice is just having a fucking fit right now.
Oh wow! Did Sylvana
Goes
and
into the
Vigor have to
tantrum
go
mode.
out? Did Sylvana and Vigor kill some people tonight? Did they get to have
fun
a fun
bonding exercise.
Yeah.
Oh god! Like after all the speeches, Vigor's just like, "Okay, yeah, but these guys really have it coming."
Okay.
So you remember how until this morning you were all about justice and blindly killing criminals no matter what? Well, some other people are doing that, and now we need to kill them.
They're
So should
fucked
we do end the session now then? You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saved
Oh,
Terrebone.
Natural.
Actually, can we get one quick little scene between Vigor and Ariana? Just because there's something that wouldn't come up in front of and I'm just curious how Vigor would feel about something. We don't have to, but I don't know if there was something I was.
it. I'm alright with
I'll allow it.
All right, yeah.
O'Malley gets the phone in too. It's only fair.
it. That is only fair.
So pretty late into the night, after all the commotion with everything, probably Ugaku and them, dealing with a lot of stuff, and Ariana does, send a message to Vigor that she wants to talk to him sometime tonight once, everything's calmed down.
Yeah. And Vigor heads over to the restaurant when all is said and done.
Yeah, Ariana just invites him to join her for dinner, after closing in the restaurant at a table. And just... So, finally found the girl, huh? Sylvana?
What's the news got to you then?
Yeah, I saw one of them, came up and told me about it. I kept an eye on you when you did end up meeting her, so I gather you told her about, Zebedee.
I was honest with her, unlike the others. Though I don't know if she knows your role in all of that.
I figure it can't be hard for her to figure out. She's one person, it's fine. It's not going to do too much damage to our... do you think she would be spreading the news to other people?
I don't know. She's probably going to be close to me in the coming days, though. I offered her a job, helping out, running the shelters, showing her there's maybe a more peaceful way to live.
That's good. I hope that goes well for her. Besides, I heard she'd been, pretty active, being a major thorn in Brightside up in Custer.
She's made an enemy of them. And
Yeah. Well, we'll try and keep her out of, public face. Don't want to sour relations with him too bad for now, any more than things have gone. But she was in Custer, too. She said she hadn't heard of O'Malley, or Agus, the Mr. Aglier, he hadn't heard of O'Malley, but I don't know. If we're lucky, maybe she killed the rat.
if we're lucky.
We never seem to be.
Aegis, Vigor is just thinking, they never worked out what the C word was, though, and that's good. That's fine.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Axis go, maybe it was cock.
Axe is arrested. Axe is tackled from all sides by Bennington.
The point.
Well, if she gets, a bit, impatient and wants to do something, there's always work for her, but, obviously she's your issue to deal with, and do whatever you want.
They're not issues.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
I leave her to your discretion.
Vigor nods. Did want to keep them away from our side of the business. Didn't want them to have to see what was keeping those shelters open.
Fair enough. In any case, those the people brought her mercenaries. I got a contract with them essentially, so they have a line to them if we need work done outside of the city and not in our name, so to speak. They were a help with some stuff we had go on tonight. Seemed useful enough.
Was Vigor told about what happened?
Yeah,
it
was the Jesus wanted to tell him. The Jesus wanted to just go in and say, "Ha ha! That mark of pride almost killed the city."
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably get these things removed.
Yeah, I think the point of pride has long since lost its luster, so to speak.
Although at this point, who knows what they'll do in the future, but crisis averted for now. That's just what this business is, one crisis after another.
Still, the fucking Confederacy people let them all in.
I mean, they're clearly not very useful.
Yeah.
Well, just wanted to make sure things were, okay with the kid. And I mean, I doubt she wants to see or hear much of me, but give her my regards, I suppose.
Yeah, Vigor's just looking. She's got a long road ahead.
She'll turn out all right. We did, and we didn't have us looking out for us, did we?
Suppose not. Don't know if we're much good for a kid who's going through some trauma, but hopefully she'll find something else. If she's looking for it, she'll see it.
I'm sure she'll be fine. She's got you looking out for her. You help me.
Suppose so.
Yeah, that's just what I wanted to I wanted to see Vigor's
Vigor's final words in the campaign turns out to be "suppose so."
Yeah.
I think it's
meanwhile, Aegis is just lying in bed, really actually see if she wants to join us. She's really good.
She had stats.
Yeah, I'm having regrets.
I feel bad because I got to play Vigor and I was like, okay, Vigor gets to be wise because I've finished his arc. He gets to be wise, man, and now I'm back to Aegis. Aegis has to have problems. Aegis has to doubt himself. You finish a character and guys playing him, they're allowed to just be the wisest motherfucker ever. They just allowed to know.
They're allowed to show up and everyone claps.
Yeah, everyone just goes.
In fact,
fucking...
specifically, I'm just letting you know that all the random NPCs in the area did in fact clap whenever Ariana or Vicar showed up.
Nice. Whenever they're not on screen, people should be asking.
Yeah.
Where is Ariana?
Yeah.
People should be clapping for Ariana. They should be fucking seen and we
just zoom out and it's just O'Malley watching this on TV.
Those fuckers.
Should be like The Godfather, people walking up, offering them
I
things,
did
stuff
point
like
out
that.
it was fucked up because we've been knowing this was coming for a while before we got stuck in the swamp for a bit. Sad that O'Malley just doesn't get to turn up because everyone hated him.
Hey, I mean, we're going back to Custer.
That's true. We
Yeah,
might get even more
Yeah.
O'Malley than this.
It's just while you were gone, somehow O'Malley took over the entire city.
O'Malley gave out a loan to Gorham's friend, and now he needs someone to get him out.
We go back to Custer, and Aegis is like, this cart's really not working out. We need that big thing, but it's taking us so long to get this coin. Maybe we should just take out a loan.
Oh no. And then we walk into a certain rat's office.
A powerful rat.
Sweet. How does Axe not just kill O'Malley on the spot when he sees O'Malley advocating for capitalism?
Oh.
He's been putting up with Aegis for long enough, advocating capitalism.
Sweet, how would you feel if it turns out that Sylvana had just actually killed O'Malley? Ultimate comeuppance. It was O'Malley's fault that we found the dragon, and then the dragon made us do that. It all comes around.
Oh my god. That would be amazing,
The only reason the agents hadn't gone to Custer was O'Malley's there. We don't want anyone going near him. It's just bad luck.
I like the implication that Sylvana had actually killed some of our employees who had gone out looking for purely to be like, hey, there's a shelter you can go to.
I mean, it's pretty implicitly what was happening that she was killing our agents, though they probably did a shit-ass job of, explaining themselves.
Well, I would have trouble explaining myself if I was dead, too.
Alright, so, any bonds advanced this session?
I don't think mine really
Only
did.
Azora's.
I don't know. I spent...
Only Azora undergoes character development.
Yes. I spent most of this session playing as Vigor, okay? I was in a Vigor mindset. I've advanced Vigor's bonds.
Advance?
No, but that's besides the point.
Let's see. So
did O'Malley's bonds advance?
Previously, we had this bond about the deal he made with Blake. That one certainly advanced. More boring, but so that has become... Aegis made a deal to have a more respectable criminal organization potentially wipe out the bandits he previously made a deal with. Let's see how that goes.
It's a bond predicated on someone else acting.
Yeah, Then we also had so we had this one, Aegis has been helpful to talk to about Sylvana, etc. Aegis and I were able to help Sylvana change paths and go towards a more peaceful fate than us. I wonder if he could ever lead a more peaceful life. And then I don't think one updated with Act.
I'm gonna say that, Aegis thinks he's gonna retire at 40, get a nice house, settle down.
The final arc, as we leave with the Sylvana arc, the arc for Azora and the whole arc of the party is just, okay, now that we've done this with Sylvana, this just fucking Azora just starts going around and making everyone else retire. And soon she's just the no one.
It's like,
that
only
was
I should
moment
fight.
I feel I didn't emphasize enough, because I think there's a really important moment for Azora's character development when Vigor was talking to Sylvana. Azora overheard something that really stuck with her. I actually have a bond with Vigor now.
Oh,
wow.
Vigor doing it.
Fucking goddamn it! I was fucking joking when I was bringing that possibility up. It doesn't count as a PC bond. You don't get XP for it.
It's not, unless we're hanging out with Vigor more. It's not going to have a chance to advance.
Vigor could die, and then you'd have to destroy the bond.
Vigor can't die. Vigor is too strong.
But when he was talking to Sylvana, he said something along the lines of how, peace is only going to come to people who want peace or who try to find peace. That sort of moment actually had a kind of big impact on Azora, who's for a long time felt like, just completely written off the possibility that she could have a more peaceful, constructive life. And I don't know, that accusation, I guess, implicit accusation of that to her, that she's, chosen to ignore the possibility of peace, that actually resonated pretty strongly in her head.
Vigor's words are so powerful now.
Vigor didn't even know what he said.
He really is the Kiryu,
Wasn't even talking to her. That's great.
Yeah. I mean, it was, very vicarious,
I had, waves in this session of just, thinking, okay, now I get to play Vigor, I get to play him as, so fucking wise that he'll be able to turn his kid around. And then I realized, oh wait, he lied to her and destroyed her village. He's lost any possible moral ground that he could talk to her from.
Okay.
I mean, Kiryu had his whole thing with Sayama about, I might as well have killed your parents, etc. It's
well,
still...
Yeah, but he wasn't claiming any moral high ground. He was just yeah, I'm a fucking monster.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think... Anyways.
Partway through this recording, I opened a video on Discord, so if we ever watch these recordings back, you're at some point just gonna hear, an anime thing play. And it's gonna be deeply embarrassing.
So is that all your bonds?
All my PC bonds.
Okay. Oh, yeah, NPC bonds. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, made one with Vigor. I also updated my bond with Sylvana, obviously.
Alright.
I may as well just...
Previous Sylvana was... I can just... The current Sylvana, or the final, presumably, Sylvana bond, is Sylvana was confronted with a deeply disillusioning, I spelled that super wrong, fact, and had the strength to choose to try and live a better life. I admire her for that. And then I already told you about the Vigor one.
Yes. And that's it?
Yep.
Alright. Did you defend those weaker than yourself?
In the abstract.
Yes, that's true.
Directly.
Yes, take that. Did Axe learn something new about a location or culture?
I mean, he learned about the fact that he learned about just. Oh, okay, my mic wasn't muted. He learned about justice, all of that.
Yeah, spirit of justice thing. Learned that Terrabone's mayor is a zombie.
Yeah, he learned loads of things.
Yeah, take 1 XP for that. Did you help your fulcrum? Oh, you didn't.
No.
You just didn't.
I never took a fulcrum.
Yeah, it's like, well, even in the narrative sense, it's like, you just didn't have a chance.
No, just no defending.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yes. The followers of justice are a fickle bunch. We learned about the criminal empire in Terrebonne. We learned that it's possible to seek peace, thanks to me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Take an XP for that. Did we that's fucking, it's you just have an old PC show up to force yourself to fulfill your alignment. God damn. It's fucking
shit, I need to update a bond with nothing.
Snake, just bring back fucking Taz and just have him show up and be weak.
I wouldn't mind Taz being back in the country at this point. I was thinking about this the other day, and with his character arc, he would be free to just come back into the country at this, but I don't know if he'd come back during the war exactly, because he's
just have Taz come back and have Aegis just take him as Fulcrum and protect him at risk, just to farm XP off him.
I don't know if I should bring back Taz though. Taz is a bitch. Taz was all about not killing people, and then he did, and he's like,
Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
I don't know. I don't feel like those cultists... Were they significant though? We defeated them by rolling We defeated them by rolling decks to find out how many we got.
Yeah, but that was we had to figure out what they were doing. We had a whole big speech to Nostrea. Nostrea had a big, huge character moment to defeat these guys. She did it basically on her own.
So we gotta call them significant for her ego.
Okay,
Okay.
Nostra really came through for us, and she deserves the recognition.
Oh, that should up her loyalty. Finally.
It should!
Yeah, there we go. Loyalty, or her loyalty's finally at 3.
I also
Nice.
updated a bond with Nostria.
I can't believe
I-
Reyna was more loyal than Nostria in all this time. But then Reyna's fucking loyal, so...
This was my previous one with Nostria, which is updated to, I deliberately gave Nostria a bit of alcohol and tried to and talked to her to boost her confidence. The results were truly incredible.
Yeah. That was an incredibly dangerous, super advanced level spell that she's never done before.
And she did a really great job. Shit. 1 second.
Did we loot a memorable treasure? Also, yeah, take the XP for notable monster enemy, but did we loot a memorable treasure?
No.
No, you did not. Well, take an XP for playing. Well games. Well games. Well games. Also, I'm just gonna put on Russell and the hovel. I'm just gonna put on the jailbird stuff.
Yeah. We're not peeking through it. We're not monsters.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop recording.